Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hi there, I'm Brendan Peterson, the founder of Darkslide Pictures and the director of Paper Wasps. Welcome to episode 15 in the Appalling Productions Mondays series. This episode is entitled Guerrilla Filmmaking: The Sound. So let's just jump right in. At the no budget and guerrilla filmmaking level, sound can be a serious challenge. A golden rule of filmmaking that a lot of filmmakers abide by is that sound is often more important than good image. Because people will watch something that doesn't look that great as long as it sounds good. But they won't watch something that looks great and sounds completely terrible. They will get frustrated and stop watching more than likely. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 stages in the guerrilla filmmaking process where you can make your sound better and help strengthen your stories. Field recording is one of the hardest aspects of recording sound for filmmaking. It's all about getting the sound on set while the film is being shot. You'll need a field recorder, which can be very expensive. There are a huge amount of options for this, so I'll talk about the option that we use here at Darkslide Pictures, which is the Zoom H1 recorder. As you can see, it's a bit beat up. But Zoom just came out with the H1N, which is the upgraded version of this one, so this one's a bit outdated. This thing costs only around $100 and records some nice sound. The sound in the beginning short was recorded with it, except for the ambience. Now, let's move on to talking about microphones. 2 very common types of microphones you're going to use on set are shotguns, which are typically on a boom pole, and lavaliers, which you usually clip right onto the subject. These are the microphones which you are going to be using the most to capture dialogue, which should be your main concern when field recording. Since your audio recorder is not attached to the camera, you will need to sync up the audio later. We use a small shotgun mic mounted on the camera itself, which records a scratch track, which we then use to sync up with our better shotgun mic audio on the Rode NTG2. This setup is what we use to record as many sound effects on set as possible as well by working with the camera team or asking the actors to repeat certain actions once the scene is complete, assuming there's enough time for that. Studio recording is where you are able to have much more of a controlled environment. With field recording, you had to fight the noise of the environment you're recording in, but with studio recording, you're able to minimize this background noise and record dialogue that sounds a lot more clear. This is especially useful if you recorded dialogue on set, which just did not turn out good enough to be used. So you have to do what's called ADR, or Automated Dialogue Replacement, where you get your actors to come into the studio, watch the footage of themselves performing the line, and try their best to recreate it. Of course, this also gives the challenge of now trying to get that clean dialogue you just recorded in studio to match the other dialogue you recorded on set, or not sound too obvious to the viewer that it was put in post. The voiceover I'm recording right now for this video is more in the studio setting, with our Blue Yeti and a pop filter, and because of that you should be able to hear me loud and clear on whichever device you are watching this on. Foley is the art of recording sound effects in the studio setting. Does that smashing glass just not sound right? Record those suspenseful footsteps that are important to the scene where the hero is searching through a dark room, trying to step very quietly, only to have the floorboards creak under them and alert whatever evil lurks in the shadows around them to their presence. Try recreating it in the studio setting,
where you can play around and get it to sound just right. This is where you have another opportunity to capture the sound effects you might not have been able to capture well enough on set. Remember that sound is just as important, if not even more important, than the look of the video when it comes to guerrilla filmmaking. The end goal is to suck the viewer into your story, and technical hiccups in the sound happening too often or too jarring of a way can pull the viewer out of your story. So remember to work just as hard on your sound as you do your visuals so you can strengthen the worlds and experiences your stories have to offer to the viewer.
Hey, thanks for watching this week's episode of Appalling Production Mondays, Guerrilla Filmmaking, The Sound. Stay tuned for next week's episode, which is about guerrilla filmmaking as well, and this time it's about post-production. So see you next time.